Welcome to the Nail Source Podcast. I'm Amy Masters, nail tech educator and mentor with over 30 years in the industry. This podcast is for nail professionals who want to simplify their work, build real confidence behind the table, and create a career that's profitable, sustainable, and aligned with their life, not one that constantly pulls from it. Here we talk about skills, mindset, pricing, boundaries, and the real experiences that shape us as nail techs, but without the overwhelm, the hustle, or the pressure to constantly keep up. Whether you're brand new to the industry, in the middle of transition, or refining your next level after years behind the table, you're in the right place. Let's get started. This episode is part 1 of 4 of our Confident Nail Tech mini-series, where we focus on mindset, boundaries, and building authority behind the table, not through perfection, but through clarity and experience. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and listen with an open mind. January always brings up this idea of renewal, fresh starts, new goals, new boundaries, new pricing, maybe even a new salon setup like me. And while the calendar makes us feel like renewal only belongs in January, I want you to hear this correctly. You are allowed to begin again at any time. Over my career, I've had to renew and rebuild more times than I can even count. Not because I failed, but because life required it. I've had seasons where my health forced me to pause, sometimes for 3 months, sometimes for over a year. And each time, I was able to come back, reassess, and rebuild in a way that supported where I was today, not who I used to be. I've also moved and started over in new salon spaces 11 times. Yes, 11 salons, 11 chances to rebuild, and eventually to rebuild on my terms. What those seasons taught me is this: renewal isn't starting from scratch, it's starting from experience. And every time I began again, I brought more clarity, stronger boundaries, better systems, and deeper confidence with me. Now, if you're in a season where you feel like you're craving change, whether it's pricing, boundaries, your workload, your schedule, your physical space, that doesn't mean that something is wrong. It usually means you're growing. And growth often asks us to pause, reassess, and choose ourselves more intentionally. You don't need permission to renew. You don't need to wait for January. And you don't need to apologize for evolving. You can begin again with more wisdom, more confidence, and more alignment whenever you're ready. Each time I've rebuilt, I found that there was 6 things that I always found in my structure. The first thing was I set boundaries early, not later, not after burnout. I'd stop saying yes to everything. I'd stop working through my breaks. I'd stop bending the rules to keep clients. What I learned is that boundaries don't lose good clients. They filter them. Clients respect clarity more than flexibility. Burnout usually comes from overgiving, not from lack of skill. I never learned boundaries because somebody taught me. I learned them because I ignored my limits for too long, and my health kept reminding me that my priorities were wrong. The second thing is I would charge what I was worth sooner, not after resentment sets in. What I realize is that undercharging creates pressure. Pressure leads to rushing. Rushing leads to mistakes and burnout. I would stop pricing from fear. I would stop explaining my prices and definitely stop apologizing for me having to raise them. It's business and I have bigger goals than just your nails. When you underprice, you don't just hurt your bank account, you hurt your confidence. The third thing I would do is focus on mastery, your superpowers, not trends. Systems over the shiny objects. I've chased every new product out there. I thought more meant better. She with the most glitter wins. I didn't trust one system. Don't become exclusive. You stop learning. Learn fewer things. Stick with the ones that work. Build confidence through repetition and retention. Confidence doesn't always come from knowing everything. It comes from knowing your system well. The fourth thing I've done is stop comparing myself to everybody else. Trust in me and my skills and my vision. Comparison steals that joy, confidence, and clarity. Stop measuring success by social media. Stop copying what other people do for their pricing. Stop thinking that you are behind. Your career doesn't need to look like anybody else's to be successful. The fifth thing, protect my body and my energy because your longevity matters. I've ignored the pain. I've thought pushing through was normal. I didn't realize how much energy this takes. I would schedule smarter, rest without guilt. Design work around life, not the other way around. You only get one body. Your business should support it, not deplete it. And lastly, I would ask for guidance sooner instead of figuring everything out alone. I didn't know what I didn't know. I thought struggling meant I wasn't good enough. I would learn from mentors and directly from companies of the lines that I use. Shorten the learning curve and stop reinventing the wheel. There's strength in learning from somebody else who's already walked the path. And the beautiful thing is, even if you've been doing this for years, it's never too late to make these changes. Starting over doesn't mean erasing your experience. It means applying it with intention. Then gently bring it back to renewal on your terms. As you listen to this, I want to ask yourself, what am I being invited to renew right now? Not from pressure, but from clarity. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If this episode supported you, take a moment and save it, or share it with another nail tech who might need to hear this reminder. And if you'd like to continue learning, you can find more education, tools, and mentorship at thenailsource.store, where everything is designed to help you grow with confidence and clarity. Until next time, keep simplifying, keep learning, and keep trusting your expertise.